The town of Maple Hollow had one flashing traffic light, two churches, and the kind of quiet where everyone noticed when something was out of place. That's why, on a foggy Tuesday morning in October, people knew immediately that something was wrong when Emily Carter didn't show up for a shift at the county clinics. Emily was 34, a registered nurse, and widely known as the person you called when your kid had a fever at midnight or your mother needed a ride home from an appointment. She lived alone in a small white house on Birch Street, kept her lawn trimmed, and never missed work. When her phone went straight to voicemail and her front door was found unlocked, the unease spread fast. By noon, police were on Birch Street. Emily's car was still in the driveway. Her purse sat on the kitchen counter, wallet inside. There were no signs of a struggle, no broken furniture, no blood, no forced entry. It looked like she had simply stepped outside and vanished. At first, investigators treated it as a possible random act of violence. A transient had been seen near the highway the week before. A delivery driver reported a dark pickup truck parked near Birch Street late the previous night. Search teams combed nearby woods. Divers checked the creek that ran behind town. Candlelight vigils formed before the first 24 hours had passed. But days turned into weeks and nothing surfaced. As the investigation stalled, detectives began doing what they always eventually had to do, looking closely at Emily's life. And the picture that emerged was more complicated than the town expected. At the clinic, co-workers described Emily as kind, but increasingly distracted. She'd been working extra shifts, volunteering for overtime she didn't seem to need. Her phone records showed dozens of late-night calls to a number saved under a first name only. Then there were the bank statements. Emily had been quietly transferring small amounts of money, never enough to raise alarms, to an account that wasn't hers. When investigators traced it, the account belonged to Alex Morgan, a married father of two and a respected member of the town council. The revelation hit Maple Hollow hard. Alex claimed Emily was an old family friend who needed help paying off student loans. But text messages recovered from Emily's phone told a different story, an emotional, years-long relationship kept hidden in a town where secrets rarely stayed buried. Emily had wanted more. Alex had promised change, then pulled away. The tone of the messages shifted in the weeks before she disappeared. Emily wrote about feeling trapped and tired of being invisible. In one message sent 2 days before she vanished, she said, "I can't keep doing this. People deserve the truth. I deserve the truth." Investigators brought Alex in for questioning. He denied any involvement, insisting the relationship had ended months earlier. But cracks formed quickly. Surveillance footage from a gas station on the edge of town showed Alex's car driving toward Birch Street the night Emily disappeared. Alex when confronted, Alex's story changed. Eventually, he admitted to going to Emily's house that night. According to him, she had threatened to expose the affair to his wife, to the town, to everyone. Voices were raised. Tempers flared. He said he left her alive. But search teams returned to a wooded area near Alex's hunting cabin, a place he visited repeatedly after Emily vanished. There, beneath freshly turned soil, they found Emily's remains. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. At trial, prosecutors argued that Emily hadn't been a threat. She had been a liability, a reminder of a life Alex couldn't control anymore. The defense painted the encounter as an accident born of panic. The jury didn't agree. Alex Morgan was convicted of second-degree murder. Maple Hollow never fully recovered. The clinic renamed its break room after Emily. Her house on Birch Street sat empty for years, its porch lights still intact, as if waiting for her to come home. People still talk about how well they thought they knew her, and how little they really knew her. In a town built on familiarity, Emily Carter's disappearance became a haunting reminder. Sometimes the most dangerous secrets aren't strangers lurking in the dark, but the ones hiding in plain sight.